NWA.
Right. Yeah, that's why I mentioned
Right. So
CIA.
NWA didn't really form. That's why Cube wasn't signed to that. Cube was already signed in a deal somewhere else. So
Okay.
he
He was
no,
in a deal with you,
he was in a
correct?
deal with Lonzo.
No? Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
Eric came in the same time with Lonzo. We had already been signed to Lonzo. So this is why Cube wouldn't be so quick to sign to Eric, because Eric didn't know anything. So it's just like your homeboy coming off the street, you know, shake a couple dice. Hey, man, you want me to be signed to me? You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, what are you
Right.
talking about? And Eric didn't know what he was doing. So at the end of the day,
Okay.
Jerry Heller thought that Eric was Cube, meaning on how shit got down. So even in the end,
Right.
he figured out he chose the wrong person. Because when Cube left, Jerry didn't know who was making the fucking music. He thought Eric was making the music. Because
he was pretty much just financially backing.
So this is why Jerry stayed with Eric and didn't leave with Dre, because Dre brought Jerry Heller to the picture. So Jerry didn't stay with Dre, wrong move again, and stayed with Eric, thinking that Eric was going to bring another Dr. Dre, was going to bring another Ice Cube. But what Jerry didn't know is that they brought Eric. Dr. Dre brought me, I brought Cube, you know what I'm saying? But he thought that all niggas could make, you know, nothing disrespectful for Jerry Heller, because I definitely have a good respect for him, but he thought that we all knew how to do it. No.
Right.
No.
Okay.
That ain't what happened. So at the end of the day, when we went to New York, it was almost like, look what we finna bring back to NWA. So if you notice, the stuff they say, your bitch O'Shea and all this stuff came in 100 Miles and Running. So we like, what happened to the compilation stuff? That all went out the window. You see what I'm saying? So when we went out there, we didn't go out there like, oh, he's fired. Oh, he lost a job. Oh, da. It was like Bobby Brown. You know, Ralph Tresvant didn't say fuck Bobby Brown when Bobby Brown wanted to leave. But then when it came out and BBD said fuck Bobby Brown, you'd be like, oh shit, what the fuck? Y'all niggas is tripping. What? So this is why it went all the way through to death certificate to order to say something, because it was a beef that was made up by the media mostly.
It always seems that way.
They didn't have enough hate towards each other to hate Cube. You know, they didn't have enough. They weren't around each other long enough to create a friendship. It didn't happen that long. It happened between 87 and 88. 89, it was over.
Yeah, that's very short window.
It was over. Boyz n the Hood came out 87. So at the end of the day, Eric was there in 86, but Eric wasn't there in 85.
Okay. Oh.
So Eric and Dre was friends without us, but Eric wasn't into music. Eric was into whatever he was into.
Right.
So then, when Dre started getting a little older, and then you can tell, because it's a Freeway Rick story, where all the dudes that had that tangible money start throwing them into record companies. So this is how Eric said I'm gonna give me a record company. That's how he said, I'm gonna give me a record company.
Oh.
So this is the HBO part with the HBO guy, and then they didn't want to do Boyz n the Hood. They didn't want to. So when we were doing these songs back in the day, Boyz n the Hood was a part of a parody thing we were doing back in the day. We was making parody songs.
Okay,
So
all right, I get that.
One of the songs, I'll Take Your Man, that song Pepper. We did I'll Fuck Your Friend, and then we did My Rubber. That was My Jesus. And we did VD's Sermon.
Okay.
That was Pee Wee Herman, Josie Love, Pee Wee Herman. So,
Wow.
Boyz in the Hood was a parody of P.S.K. Right.
What?
So that's how the hook became popular with P.S.K. And then Ice-T did it. Then
Holy shit.
Ice-T did it.
Yeah.
Right.
6 in the morning.
But Ice-T was first.
Right.
But then you got to go back and say Ice-T on techno hop didn't go further than goddamn Ruthless. So it throws off the date people heard it when Ice-T did it first. They heard Boyz in the Hood first.
Okay.
But they know that 6 in the morning came first. But 6 in the morning didn't do as big as Boyz in the Hood. Nowhere as big because that was techno hop.
Wow.
That was a DJ Unknown label. DJ Unknown had Yomo and Marky. You remember It's My Turn, Yomo? That was that yellow record that DJ Unknown had his own record company. It was red, yellow and red, and that's where
I don't know if I'm remembering right now, but I'm listening.
Put 6 in the morning at. So we was like, okay, but you gotta remember, a DJ Unknown is like on the Lonzo side.
Okay. See, there we go.
Oh, so that's the love about Ice-T. Ice-T did put out a song on the Lonzo side.
Right. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to go back to Ice-T's first record. Ice-T first shit was done by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Right. So you gotta start, man. Yeah, so when you start putting rappers in there, say, Ice-T, man, stop, nigga. You don't know the story. You don't know the motherfucking story. Yes.
Well, brother, you are educating us. I'm being educated right now. I'm loving
when Jimmy Jam and them got kicked out of motherfucking The Time, and they started doing SOS Band, they also worked with Ice-T.
Okay.
So Ice-T first song was one of his first songs, the coldest. One of those is Reckless. I think somebody is saying Reckless. No, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to the crowd. This is not a millionaire. Who wants to be a millionaire? I know, but you get what I'm saying. So when you start dialing the peeling onion back, and then start, looking at, the Clippers, Lakers. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the Clippers, they gonna when they do their championship, man, it's gonna shit on the world. All the niggas, everybody gets their day. And Dre was a part of the Bad News Bears, I would say. And the Bad News Bears prevailed. And the Cubes, the DJ Quicks, the MC8s, because MC8 came from Lonzo, because they did the compilation with Lonzo and DJ Slip. And DJ Slip was the other group that was adding music to Roger Clayton and them. Uncle Jam's Army is a dude named DJ Slip. DJ Slip was a big dude in the streets out here doing parties, LA Sound Control. They were the biggest sound people out here with the systems and stuff. So they were bridge between Roger Clayton having Egyptian Lover, Rodney O, those are stars. You feel me? Then you got over here Lonzo and a bunch of little people that got a bunch of other people finna come. So every third person, like me, with me, look at my line. And then Lonzo with a guy, Warren, if Eazy didn't come. Because Warren bought Snoop. Right.
You're talking about Warren G, y'all. If y'all ain't catching what you're talking about, Warren
Snoop.
G.
So Snoop would have been with Lonzo. And everything behind Snoop, you know what I'm saying, would have been with Lonzo. But that didn't happen because of Eric.
Wow.
Because Eric had to happen, and then
Okay.
Suge had to happen. That's how Snoop got in. But Snoop was there already. He just didn't get in with Lonzo.
Oh, word.
Yeah. Lonzo was still putting out music.
Oh.
Everybody could have tracked back. When we left, Battle Cat went there. So when Dr. Rock left, Dre came in. Dr. Rock went to Dallas. When Dre left, Battle Cat came in. So this is how you see Battle Cat on this side and Eazy-E over here. You get it? Battle Cat is from the same place I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, word. Okay.
That's why with me and Battle Cat, it's a pecking order that came in here. And we never look up to shit at niggas that we came in front of the game with. So I'm way up there. So niggas be like, oh, I ain't in that. Like, if there's any commotion or anything, songs, it's song oriented, you know, biting, you know, that's my song. You know, these kind of pillars in the game, Eazy-E, Battle Cat, can stop a whole lot of BS. You know what I'm saying? By us knowing each other personally. You know what I'm saying? To where a lot of people want to try to get in and keep that bridge going. Because when you separate the people, it adds profit to a monopoly. So we're going to erase that. We should be working with Ice-T. We should be doing stuff. Y'all quit looking down y'all nose at Ice-T. I'm saying this has to go forward. You can look back or you can look forward. You can look back and you don't have to look at his credibility. You don't have to look at a lot of guys' credibility. You just got to look forward and see, do you see them in your future? And I see Ice-T in the future. I see most Def. I see, you know, I see like people that I know that are going to withstand the war, withstand the storm. The storm is coming.
Well, I'm something else I'm thinking, you know, I'm gonna just put it out there. When y'all were creating these classic albums, when y'all even completed them right before y'all put them out and probably listen to the whole thing, when y'all sitting there thinking like, yo, this is about to shake the world up?
No.
This is classic shit we just did?
We just knew we was shitting on the East Coast niggas. That was our main objective. Is to not shit on the new East Coast niggas, but represent the West Coast like they represent their town. Because when we thought it was we, it wasn't no we in hip hop. It was us against them. Right?
I remember them days.
So
I remember them days.
We was talking about us. At first we tried to do parents don't understand and you know and turning things into code of those, and they didn't like us chiming in on their style. They didn't like that. So we slowed it down and gave it a bass line. Called it rap music from out here, gangster music. So they couldn't say nothing about our style, and we stopped complaining that theirs was too fast and too many drums in the beat. So we all got
that kind of makes me makes me think of what you were saying earlier about the categories. Like you just try to put this all in one category. It's gonna
cause some conflict. I want my proud New York dude.
Yeah.
And I remember I was in New York and I was this is a while back, but it's such a beautiful story because I was walking down the street. I was in the village or somewhere in Manhattan, and walking out, I seen this girl, 8th Ave. It was around 8th Ave somewhere, by the train station somewhere. And I see this girl, she walking, come across the thing. You know, everybody all bottled up in New York. No, they all bottled up. It'd be like they all in a phone booth walking around. And you aren't supposed to talk to them. You ain't supposed to talk to them. I ain't know you're supposed to not talk to people. So this girl, I'm like, hey. She looked at me. I think I had an LA hat on, a white T-shirt. Because I had just walked out the hotel and just like took a breath of fresh air, like, New York. And the girl passed by. So I had an LA hat on, blue LA hat. I think I had some white K-Swiss, 501s, and white T-shirt. The girl said, nah, I ain't in it. I was like, see that West Coast, she did like this, she did her fingers like this, she did that West Coast stuff, see, nah, the bitch walked away from me. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, I swear to God, she did her fingers like she thought, I don't know, she thought I was beamed in from the street of gangbanging, but we LA guys could not have been so hard if New York wasn't that hard. We needed some discipline. So every West Coast dude in his mind had to get a New York stamp in order to feel like you achieved anything. Once you stop wanting the New York stamp, then your music just sounded like anything. But most people that need, you see how your back wall is? If you apply those things, then then you would generally accumulate the same kind of people, same kind of crowd. Once you start implementing these key things that we need to flourish as going forward, then you're not helping. You're taking up time because you're bullshitting and selling an ID that I don't believe. I don't want to hear not one more ID song. Fuck that. I don't believe you. You need more people. Set an example.
Right.
Everybody doing everything.
Okay. Right.
This girl, I say, hey, what's happening? She let me hear her music, and then I said, bitch, that shit ain't good. She said, why you call me a bitch? Shouldn't you have said stuff about the song? Like, see, where everybody called her a bitch. I said, you calling yourself a bitch in the song the whole way? Like, this bitch, my bitch, I'm a badass bitch. I said, bitch, this shit is terrible. And she said, why you call me a bitch? I said, you call yourself a bomb bitch, so I'm just adding to your goddamn credit, right? Nah, they don't want to be the leader of the credit. They don't want to be the leader of the hooker. So once we start dividing that.
That's a hell of a point right there.
What did you say?
I said that was a hell of a point right there.
So I go through it when you say, okay, you're going to be the bitch, be the best bitch. You know the thing on the internet, get your money, bitch. You's a bitch, get your money, bitch. You can't let bitch stop you from stumbling. That's a broke bitch that let the word bitch stumble you. If a nigga stumble you, if the word nigga stumble you, you ain't never had no money. Because where the money at, they say nigga all the time. Trust me. If you want some money, you want 2 commas, they say nigga all the time where they got 2 commas at. You want 3 commas, they say it every day. You got 1 comma, you can duck through the streets and say you ain't never heard it. Soon as you get soon as you get basketball money, you hearing nigga every day. From your nutritionist, from your mailman, from everybody. They think they cool with you. So they gonna call you that. Right.
Okay.
Man. You only not hear it when you in the hood. That's term of endearment. But when you go, see, the more money you get, that's a label. You ain't a witch white person. Get it?
Man.
They ain't gonna call you rich, whitey, kind of white, black. You're the whitest black. No, you a nigga. Flat out.
Man. Another question I know I had, you know, sitting here.
Facts. Yeah. Stand up for the little guy with the bebop on.
How did y'all meet or come across YoYo? And you know, put the whole thing together.
YoYo is my nemesis. Fucking YoYo. Fucking YoYo is a fucking thorn in my fucking side.
Oh shit. My bad.
What? Nah.
I had no idea, bro. All right, we ain't gotta go there. I don't know.
But in retrospect, she came from my homeboy Johnny J. So Johnny J was developing developing YoYo. Johnny J and Candyman. So when she came over to me, it was almost like I had to work on this model. It's like Tesla called me or Alfa Romeo called me. I hate Alfa Romeos, but if they call me, they'll make me a bomb ass Alfa